I guess the only reason why we wanted to ride across the country on postie bikes was because it sounded like such a stupid idea. But it was always going to be a lot of fun anyway. So the plan was set to ride to Perth from Brisbane, and in the process cross through outback New South Wales, the Nullarbor Plain and the Wild West. And along the way we'd raise money for the Breast Cancer Network Australia. And with the help of our sponsor Cornerstone Press, we'd buy 3 stock standard postie bikes and transform them into machines capable of carrying over 160 kilograms of gear, including the rider, and maintaining a cruising speed of around 70 kilometers an hour on the highway. Not to mention that one of these bikes had to carry a spare engine.
Okay, what you're looking at there is flood warnings for Queensland, updated just about half an hour ago now. That's been a big issue lately, rain and flooding. And there's about 4 rivers on there that are actually cutting across the path that we've chosen for Perth. Well, it's happened again, a matter of weeks before another adventure, and I've had a good little accident and ended up in plaster. What you're looking at here is a fractured ankle, and just to let you know too, we leave for the ride in 3 days, and I haven't ridden the bike in 4 weeks. Gonna have to learn all over again. Want to tell us what happened?
Oh.
Just down the road? Come on.
I just said it. Nearly got run off the road by some idiot that didn't indicate into a survey.
Just cut right in front of you. I was right behind him, and the car has just gone within about, what, 2 foot of you? Trying to pull into the servo?
Oh, about 20 centimetres.
20 centimetres? Actually, yeah, not even that.
Should have kicked it.
Overtaken us and then tried to cut right in front of Jewel, and Jewel had to swerve, and he's literally come within, yeah, about 20 centimetres of getting knocked off. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. So what are you doing now?
Just drying out the socks a bit.
Yeah, we'll just
Trying out my bladder.
Oh, that's fantastic. Just relieving yourself. I wonder if we can find it. No, it's all gone.
Tucked away, mate. Never to be seen again.
Just arriving Dalby at the Best Western.
And as you can see, it's another beautiful day.
It's a little moist. Just a little moist. I'll just show you the accommodation as I hop through. Actually, I'll just show you Jimmy's feet.
Yeah, and my hands. And my hands.
Fruity.
My hands.
Oh, yours aren't too bad. Alright, end of day 1. It's a pretty wet one today. 260 k's, pretty much in constant rain. We are now in Dalby, and things are going actually pretty good. We've got a free night's accommodation, and we've just found out that we're going to get a free home-cooked meal, which is always good. So we did a few repairs on the bikes, on my bike especially. Had a couple of things come loose this afternoon. I think that's going to be the way things go for most of this trip anyway. So.
The town of Dalby on the Darling Downs is experiencing its worst flood since 1981. A disaster was declared in the town early this morning as floodwaters reached their peak. Hundreds of homes have been inundated, and Dalby is...
Okay, the worst has happened. We had a lot of rain last night, some really heavy rain, and we're a little bit worried about the road conditions today. And we've just spoken to the cops in Dalby. Apparently every highway out of town now is flooded and closed off. So, true to their form, James and Michael have gone for a ride just to see how bad it is and see if we can sneak through. So, we're just waiting back to hear from them and see if we can do it today. Otherwise, we'll be stuck in Dalby for at least a couple of days, which is kind of bad. Alright, a bit of fun now. I just spoke to Jimmy on the phone. The boys have just seen that the highway is a little bit wet, but it's not too bad. They reckon we can get through it. They've spoken to a few of the locals. Apparently Warwick, about 150 k's away I think. The river is burst its banks there, and last time we did that it took about a day for the water to get down to where we are now. So the SES are actually starting to evacuate people. If we don't get out now, we'll be stuck here for a few days. So you're going to see us try and break through the floodwaters. some of the precautions we're taking for the rain. We're all donning garbage bags. Industrial strength. Ripped out arm holes, ripped out a head hole, drawstrings at the bottom to get it tight.
Do you reckon we'll be right on these?
Yeah.
Yes, garbage bags.
Well, we don't actually have any footage for it, but our escape from Dalby was largely unsuccessful. We ended up having to get rescued about 15 kilometres outside of town in rising floodwaters by a local named Mitchell Thompson and his girlfriend Jess, who were then kind enough to put us up for the night.
So what did you think today when you saw us on the road?
Not be fucking dickheads. Put it simply.
Turns out you were right too. So.
Yeah, you did come through. Well, I seen you at Freedom. Turned to my missus, said that I'm not fucking dickheads. And then when I seen you out there, I was like, yeah, proved my point. You know?
We didn't let you down at that point.
And confirmed. Well, that's it, eh?
So this is the RSL, and that's where water goes up to the ramp. So that's all the creek coming through this course.
Jeez.
And that's the car park of the RSL.
Mole Creek and Dalby. In flood. Definitely. Look at that water churning under there too, that's flying through.
So is that RSL, does it go under?
Exactly where it looks like. Mark's parents live just down there. That would be water be going through there.
We are now at Mark's parents' place, which we can see from this is underwater. This is ridiculous. This is just from the rainfall last night and this morning. So this is the reason why we are not going to St. George today. Yeah, let's just see what the rain gauge says.
Yes.
Oh, yep, it's
and
wet.
it's been raining.
It's been raining. Now the mission begins to try and get out of Dalby. So we've got the UHF radios scanning all the channels, and I'm going to try and find somewhere that's open or can get a truck open to get the bikes out of here, because everywhere's closed. And the police scanner. Toowoomba police too, so we're trying all options here and talking to truckies, talking to everyone who can maybe get us out.
Yeah, I got you in Dalby.
The bell's closed. So after the first bit of good news in 48 hours, now we have another bit of bad news. My chain has decided to tighten itself. The mechanics are at work. Just when we thought we could get to Toowoomba. We found this, and we've sent our young water boy to do a bit of reconnaissance on the water depth. Yep, buckets. And apparently it's like this all the way back. Just water crossing the road like this. And it's 4:15 in the afternoon, and we've got about 250 k's to do.
Looks like we're going across.
That's called a close call. Waking boys up.
Mackie,
hey buddy,
gave me his bum. Oh fuck.
Morning, day 4.
Get the shit out of my face.
Yeah. We have for the first time clear skies. So today hopefully we're going to try and push 420 odd Ks I think to Moree. If we're feeling up to it, maybe even over 540 to Narrabri. So either way it's a big day, we've got to start doing some catching up because we've already lost time. Jimmy, happy?
I'm happy, mate. I'm looking forward to the hotcakes. Macca's is over the road. Warwick Macca's.
Breakfast, thank you, and then we head west to Gundy and then south into New South Wales. So finally we get out of Queensland. Happy days. Just in Inglewood, 100 Ks east of Gundawindi, and time for a refuel, but we've made a mistake and accidentally put water into 2 of the bikes from the water jerry can, not the fuel jerry can. As to whose fault it is, no one really knows. Well, we stopped outside of Moree, Jill.
Very bad noise. Squeaky.
From your bike, for once, not mine.
Yeah.
Thank fuck for that. Christ, oops.
Hopefully it's something minor.
Yeah, because it's pretty bloody hot out here. Wow, this could be fun. So, big day today, over what, 540? Yeah, 540? Yeah, over 500 anyway. Try and catch up because we've lost some time, so it's a big one. Now we're stuck just short of Narrabri.
Losing some more time.
Oh,
look what I'm
mate,
now.
good news.
Good news?
Really good news.
We
Come
don't
in
have-
here.
Yeah, quick.
This bolt here has come out.
Yep.
And it's catching against this cover that goes on it. So meanwhile we thought it was the bottom end bearing which holds this big fucker on.
Yep.
But
What we need to do is
we need to
tighten
just
up
tighten
this
that up
bolt.
and put 3 bolts back in.
Oh, look at that.
Because if it was the bottom bearing, it would have.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. It would have been a
engine
prick. So anyway, big day.
Big night, even.
Yeah, big day after a big night.
Big day after a big night
Where are we going?
with Big Mikey.
Kuba.
Cobar.
Adelaide.
Idiot, got it wrong.
Cuba.
Cobar. Maryborough? Maryborough, Michael?
We're coming from the Ribby.
Maryborough.
Leg with him.
Yeah, watch out for the ankle. I'll get you. So that was kind of a disappointment. Disappointment. Disappointment.
Yes.
So I've been told to do a pan and scan. So here's my pan. There's the scan.
And here's his scan.
Oh, that's right in the gonads. So we're at the Outlander Hotel, decided to stop for a beer, and we're quite pissed. James?
Sitting on my bed.
Oh, wrong one was there.
Yeah, the same, man.
How long is that? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Oh damn, you're one hairy man. Good night, really. Alright, we're just at the little Topar Roadhouse, 80 k's west, oh east, sorry, 80 k's east of Broken Hill. It's about 42 degrees, we're all buggered, so we're stopping at Broken Hill today, so not too far to go, but tell you what, even on bikes it's a struggle. We've just been riding since dawn this morning, it's now about 3 in the afternoon. It's the third big day in a row, but now I think we'll be caught up at the end of this day, so hopefully from here on in it's going to be a bit easier, but today's a hard slog. That wind, it just burns when it blows, and it's constantly blowing, it just burns you. So we're in aircon now in the little roadhouse, stopping for a bit, have a bit of a chat to the boys here, and then we're back on our way to Broken Hill. I think the last 30 or 40 Ks we were really struggling, everyone's falling asleep, and sort of, I know I for a fact was drifting on the wrong side of the road a few times without really realising it. You know, because we're on the road for, today was 9 hours and the last 2 days have been 12 hours, so all that time on the road in that heat, it's pretty tough. So we're all a bit bugging out, but we're back on schedule now, which is a good thing. Oh, there's Jill. Coming home with our New Year's beers. How'd you go?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, nice.
Super dry it is.
Super dry.
Oh man.
Morning of day 7, I think, to Peterborough from Broken Hill. It's 42 degrees, and we did buy some beers for New Year's.
We didn't drink enough.
We didn't drink them, so they're going to get strapped to the back of the bike, and like I said, it's going to be 40...
We drank them, we didn't drink enough.
No, that's right.
Sorry.
So it's going to be 42 degrees, and I'm not sure if these beers are going to last in 42. We're going to try it.
I'm going to put something over it.
Yeah, that's going to keep out a lot of the heat.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've put some zinc on.
He's got zinc.
Once again.
Once again, let's just find it. Come here, mate. Look at that. They're not getting burnt. Those little kisses. So I think it's going to be a hot one today. Gonna hope.
You think?
Just inside South Australia. It's pretty bloody flat. That's where we've got to go. Somewhere down there. So back in one of my favourite spots, Larry, about 60 k's inside the South Australian border. Pub's still open by Sam. Good little joint. All these homes here are all abandoned. This used to be a booming mining town. Well, not booming, but like a pretty busy little mining town back in its heyday. But then the mining sort of died down and everyone abandoned all these homes, so no one really lives here apart from Sam and someone else who run the pub there. So it literally was a ghost town before they arrived. Right to the part of the world. This was the home in O'Leary. I forgot his name. There was a guy who built it with his own 2 hands by himself, just using bits of scraps of building materials and other odds and ends that he found around the joint. How's it? Oh man. See the cans in the wall. Someone actually used to live in here. That's the funny part about it. Some slats for the roof. There's a toilet. Pretty convenient, I'll say. Someone lived here. That's what I just can't. Like everything just keeps going through my head. Someone actually lived here. Up the stairs to the master bedroom. Porthole for the windows.
Oh, this is the powder room.
Powder room. There's a powder room. Beautiful. Who wouldn't want this? I'll put that to you. Alright, morning of day 8. Going to Port Augusta today. As you can tell, it's really windy, nice and cold. It's a big change from yesterday. I think yesterday was about 41. Again, we actually found out the other day when we rode through Britannia, it was 48. So that's ridiculous. So nice and short today, only 130k. I dare say we're going to get blown around quite a bit. And then we've got a rest day. Just on the western side of Ororu, I think its name was. And we're at one of the 2 attractions in town, a big gum tree. As you can tell, it's pretty big.
The locals flock to it.
The locals flock, mate. Tourists alike. Now, they reckon it's 500 years old and it got a circumference of 10.9 metres. Jill climbing the 500-year-old tree.
First one to climb the 500-year tree.
You think you are?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's ever thought of it before.
500 years, no one's done this.
It's the Hyson Trail. It's an 800-kilometre walking track from Adelaide to the Northern Flinders Ranges. And this is just one section of it anyway, so I don't know if it's made for postie bikes, but they're giving it a go. That's a pretty serious hill climb, especially with a fully loaded up postie bike. So with my riding skills and my foot, wouldn't really be able to do that, but the boys are giving it a red hot crack. Probably shouldn't be doing this, but oh geez, not sounding good. I think Jimmy's hit trouble. So we've made a 7k deviation off the main highway, and what you're looking at here is Spencer Gulf. Now that's the big inlet of water at the start of the Great Australian Bight. So just in case you want to know, Michael, Spencer Gulf.
Good, right.
There it is.
Okay, rest day tomorrow in Port Augusta. Today was a 130k ride, James.
Yes, do believe it was.
130k ride from Peterborough. Lovely ride, went to the Flinders Ranges, weaving through the mountains and whatnot. It was actually really good. Did a few hill climbs. And now we are just kicking it back. Alright, back on the road today, day 10. We are heading west across the Nullarbor, about to cut out the Eyre Peninsula and go to Wadena, I think today, about 260 k's. So I think everyone's keen to be back on it. James?
Hello, Ashley.
Hello James, get in the shot.
Just here with my beard.
Yeah, he's growing it. It's going good.
For all those back home that never thought I could grow one.
I wouldn't say beard, it's a few hairs really.
Hey.
But he's doing good.
It's coming together.
So, bike's had an oil change yesterday, and hopefully it'll be running a bit smoother now. So, yeah, day 10.
West of Port Augusta, just gone across the top of the Eyre Peninsula. We're just at a little place called Iron Knob. There's some interesting facts about this little place. It was founded by a gentleman a couple of 100 years ago. He was quite good with the ladies, so they decided to name the town Iron Knob in recognition of his efforts. They apparently do. Yeah, very subtle, Michael. So, as is the usual case with South Australia, it's pretty open and barren. Luckily today we've got some cloud cover though, so it's not too bad. Iron Knob. Now we pulled up into Wadena and we couldn't really find any accommodation, so we scrabbled around a bit and managed to find this bus that we've just claimed for ourselves, really, for the night. James is just finishing up a mural that he's drawn on the side of it, so as you can tell, he's very talented. Now, I'll just show you inside this bus that we've just, found. And it's carpeted. It's got a TV, got the radio there, and some beds, and down the end there you see a split system aircon that, funnily enough, still works. So it's funny the things you find on the side of the highway, just abandoned. People will throw away anything. We're just in the caravan park and Michael's been bailed up by an old woman for about half an hour. He'll look over here. Ready? He's terrible at getting out of conversation. You can't do it, he's too nice. This woman has been going on for about fucking 2 hours, man.
photo of mine.
Oh,
He can't. Alright, so 15 minutes later, the update.
just focus in. Every now and then he looks up and shakes his head.
He knows that we're looking.
He can't give a straight face.
Oh no, we're just so old and beautiful. Where's your campsite? Can I come and stay there tonight?
Marky. There he is. There he is. Hey, little
I'm gonna be sick. Oh. This cigarette's gone out about 40 minutes ago and she's still holding it. She's not even got a 70 cigarette.
Oh, this is a great story. Tell you what, she can tell the story.
Look at the story. And she's like, and it was this big.
Waving her arms. Oh.
We need to get a better shot of the woman. Change direction now. There you go.
Yeah.
There it is. How'd you go? How'd you go? We filmed it all.
That was the best 40 minutes of your life, mate.
What were you talking about?
Postie bikes.
How? I've said to James, I've ridden these things at 2,500 K and I couldn't talk that much about how much she does.
Oh, mate, she loved them. Biggest fan ever.
Ah, there goes my hero.
All my friends in the loop, making up for teenage
So 50k is west of Wadena. We're starting the Nullarbor Plain now basically, and we found a little track that follows this pipeline here that you can see, so we're doing a bit of off-road today just to make things a bit interesting. Spiders and trees and logs and everything we're popping from it, but it's all good fun. We're in the coastal town of Ceduna today, only a 200k ride from Wadena. Did a bit of off-road, which is pretty good. It's good to be on the water again. And the boys are just having a look at Jules' bike and they found something. Fill us in, James.
Changing the carby.
Changing the carby.
Jules is shitting itself slowly but surely every day. Getting worse, jolting around and doing all sorts of shit.
Yep.
So
we bought a spare carby, so that was good. It's done its purpose.
Tried adjusting it, but
tried adjusting.
Didn't work.
Sorts.
Is it a pretty straightforward thing to do to change it over?
yeah,
Just a bolt in, bolt out sort of thing?
Yeah, basically.
just you got to pull the fuel lines off so the fuel
Goes everywhere.
Yep. So it's going to be more dumping of fuel and oil and whatnot that we've been doing at various places across Australia. So what's the problem with it, do you reckon?
It's not busted, there's just something wrong with
Just
it.
plain up.
There must be these valves and jets and stuff that
Oh.
goes through it.
It's always a valve and jets.
And it's all about the valves and jets.
Bloody
The
valves.
and jets aren't happy. Nobody's happy, mate.
slow down. Hands up, now my eyes fixing down. Shut it when it is not down. So slow down.
Okay, just about to leave Ceduna. We've got 303k's today to Nullarbor Roadhouse, which I think, from all accounts, is simply just a roadhouse on the side of the highway. There's no town there, so I think we're now going to start getting to the open, vast expanse of the Nullarbor. Just at Penong, 70 k's west of Ceduna, and it's been a bit of a wild day today. Breeze is blowing pretty hard, and I think for some reason today, with the way the wind's going, when the trucks go past, they're actually just hammering you from side to side, and when the ones go to overtake you, they actually drag you along quite a bit. And we've had that before on the trip, but never to this extent. It's wild out here today. Oh, even that's even stationary.
That's what we mean about the air. When the truck goes past, and that was all the way over there.
Yeah.
So when she whizzes past you in your lane, you certainly know about it.
That's right. Michael?
Yeah, I agree.
Good point. Well done. Just on the Nullarbor Plain, and it is barren. Now we've made a detour off the highway to go see the head of Bight, which is obviously, you know, the very head of the Great Australian Bight. That was a bit stupid. Now they've closed it off, but you know, true to our style, we're going to give it a go. So that's the way down the road there to the head of the Bight. It's all closed for maintenance, as you can see from that sign.
Apart from that section there.
And that's where they went wrong. So we snuck the bikes through there, and we're going to give it a go. We may get in trouble, but we'll see. Head of the Great Australian Bight. This is what happens when you do illegal things. You get rewards for it. Brilliant. We had a good day. Went and saw Head of Bight, went through a closed road and sort of snuck through it, but I think it was well worth it. The view from the cliff tops was pretty good. So, and then coming into the Nullarbor Roadhouse where we are now was actually quite weird. We actually ran into a few guys riding back from Perth to Brisbane on postie bikes too, during the reverse trip, exactly what we're doing. Another good thing is too, we're actually seeing a bit of rain going across the Nullarbor, which is just odd because you don't see that at all. So, all in all, a really good day. We've resorted to tinned goods for breakfast, because paying $16 for a bacon and egg McMuffin thing just doesn't cut it. Living like plebs.
Cheesy cheese.
Just breathe. I'm used to it by now.
Okay, now we're in Western Australia, just in town Eucla, which is about 10 k's just inside the border now. It actually feels pretty good to be in the final stretch of the whole ride. Today was actually a really good day. It was only 200 k's and we saw all the great scenery on the 90 metre high cliffs of the Great Australian Bight. So I pulled in there for a while, got some footage and threw some rocks over, all the good stuff. So yeah, we don't know. We're supposed to have a rest day here in Eucla tomorrow, but we're thinking about maybe just canning that and pushing on and just seeing if we can find a bit more stuff to see and do, so everything's going good. Well, it's almost taken 4,000 k's in 4 states, but we finally got our first flat. May have had something to do with the riding around yesterday. We'll never know. So I just stopped on the highway just outside of Euclid, just pumping it up. And here come the coppers. So we've been following this ridgeline since we left Euclid this morning. For the whole time it's sort of just to the right of the highway, and we finally just made the climb up the top here to go to this this lookout. And as you can see, it's pretty bloody flat down there. Cockle-Biddy, Western Australia, population of 8. Lovely place. Now we've got the longest straight stretch of road tomorrow in Australia, 146 k's of that. So that's going to be really riveting. Pan back. So,
It's a good pan and scan.
always a good pan and scan.
So population of 8,
Population of 8.
25 budgies, 1 dog.
And 1,200,000.
Yeah, 1.2 million kangaroos apparently.
They count.
Locals.
Oh,
and 1 crow.
and a cry, you can hear him. But yeah, bike's running well.
Bike's running quite well.
We weren't too good. We were a little bit sore.
My groin,
For some reason.
My groin is all sorts.
Deserts?
Yes.
Deserts, yeah. My back's a bit sore, but
Left groin
show
actually.
that. But
Put your hand on it.
you don't want to see that. It's not pretty. I saw it on the ride today. Actually, you
My
saw
lips are
mine.
dry too.
What was that? We won't go there. Anyway, tomorrow, good day, Baladonia. We get off the Nullarbor in 2 days, so can't complain.
Over and out.
Morning, 60 k's west of Cockle-Biddy last night. Landscape's pretty boring, I hate to say it today, but we've now just come across a certain little sign saying we're just about to go down Australia's longest straight road, 146.6 kilometres, and if it's anything like the landscape we've just ridden through, it's going to be one hell of a ride. Riveting stuff. K's into the straight stretch, it's yeah, going great. What do you think, James?
Yeah, it's straight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I'll pan and scan, and on the way we'll see Michael. You're as enthused about it as we are?
Yeah, it's about the same as the rest of it.
Yeah. Pretty ordinary.
looking at the same
scenery since basically Port Augusta.
Pretty much. So Michael's just pointing out we found the most interesting thing in a matter of long days. A seat covered in beer bottle caps. Okay, today's finished. We're in another roadhouse. This one's called Balladonia. It was a pretty ordinary day, I think, today. James and I really was starting to switch off a bit with the monotonous landscapes, and that straight, 146k straight, was pretty terrible, really. So I think this is the final roadhouse before we start hitting real civilization, and we sort of get to the end of the Nullarbor tomorrow.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, buddy. Do you want to tell the lovely folks at home what's happened with my bike?
Well, Ashley's gouged out his bearing.
Yay!
So, all these little bits and pieces, little bearings,
Yep.
they're meant to be sitting in there,
Yep.
in their race, but they're not.
Because it's kind of been,
Which means that this whole thing rattles around.
you know, not too long down the track, and it could have really been a massive problem.
Yeah, luckily we got some spare wheel bearings, but
Yeah.
we're trying to get this race out.
Which I'll leave to you. So yeah, this is our afternoon in Balladonia, I think. Just missed it. James had a stack.
It went down. Salt Lake won. Very done.
We can always have another go. Oh, that's a bit uncalled for. Definitely Salt Lake 1. Zero.
Starting to throb.
Nothing like a trying though. James reckons he's got enough in him to get all the way to Norseman, which is 191. I don't reckon he can do it. I'm going to put $5 on it that he can't.
$5,
$5.
make it 50.
No. $5 says he won't make it on one take. We shall see.
So here we are, Ashley, 191 k's from
Balladonia.
Balladonia, and
You made it, did you?
looks like I've got myself a beer. And you want to know the best part?
You didn't cheat?
Oh, hold on. No, we're out.
We're not actually in the town centre at the moment, so technically
How many more welcome signs do you need?
5. You can't trust the Hobbit. Alright mate, I'll buy you the best emu bitter going around. How about that? So bring on tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big one into Hyden. 300 k's, a lot of it's unsealed, which is probably the first unsealed section we've really done, unfortunately, because the rain and whatnot sort of cancelled our other routes that we wanted to do through sort of outback country unsealed roads, but we're looking forward to it.
Alright, so it's day number, what day is it?
28.
20. Okay, we don't actually know what day it is. However, it's Tuesday and we're in Norseman. And here's Norseman, right? Now we need to get to Perth, which is somewhat in this direction. So normally people go through Kalgoorlie, or as Michael calls it, Kalgoorlie, or through Esperance and then come across. However, in true postie tradition, we're going to go across this dirt track here, which is 300 kilometres, or 330 kilometres, and we've just been given a warning that people don't think we're actually going to get through on our trusty postie bikes. And again, in true tradition, we're not going to listen to any of the locals, because, yeah, we think that we're going to make it, I guess.
How's it going so far? Bit dusty. It's pretty good condition out of the road condition. It could be a hell of a lot worse.
This bit's alright.
As you can see, it's actually not that rutted out, but I mean there's still a long way to go, so it could get worse. Hopefully not. So we're at Disappointment Rock, about 80 k's down the Northern Hyden Road. This is 360-degree view of bush. Well, the inevitable has happened. I've just stacked it on my bike and unfortunately went down on that ankle there, again the one that I fractured. So as you can see, it's a sandy road, so it's just been hell the last sort of 10 k's of this shit, and I've just come down. The boys are up the road somewhere, but can't really see them, so I just gotta wait for them to come because I'm in a bit of pain here. We're at Wave Rock, just outside of Hyden. About 15 metres tall, I think. Just a big rock formation that comes up out of nowhere, and you guessed it, it looks like a wave. Pretty cool. Oh, it's a big wave, Jill.
Oh yeah.
Ashley,
James?
you want to tell Mum and Dad what's happened today?
Hi Mum. I had an accident and may have hurt my ankle again. Quite uncanny, really.
Continue.
Well, we were going down the one dirt road for the whole trip and it got a little sandy, and sand's not good at all, and especially for me. Got caught in a wheel rut, went to the side of the road where it was really deep soft sand, and the bike went over and this foot got caught underneath it, and I may have had a little crack again, and the exact same thing I think has happened. I may have fractured it.
So how do you feel?
Pretty silly considering I sent my big booty home yesterday.
Do you feel like a wanker?
Yep.
Say I'm a wanker.
I'm a wanker.
Bye Mum.
Bye Mum. Last day of the ride, boys.
Going well.
Yeah, thanks mate. We're making a push to Freo today, Fremantle in Perth. It's only going to be about 350 k's I think, so we're just about 50 k's out from Hyden last night. So that's going to be a bit exciting today, I think, to get into Perth. Foot's holding it well.
Bikes are running hot.
Bikes are running hot, even though it's not really that hot today, but there's no wind, which also we found when there's no wind they get hot. Funny that. We'll see how we go.
I turn the music up, I got my records on, fall underneath the rug, or sing a random song. Don't wanna see another generation drop. I'd rather be a comma than a full stop. Maybe I'm in the back, maybe I'm on my knees, maybe I'm in the gap between the two trapezes, but my heart is beating and my pulse is stuck. Cathedrals in my heart, a sweet song. What is life? I swear you
Fremantle, Perth, 5,000 kilometres. We made it.
You couldn't ask for a better spot to finish too, here in Fremantle. Beautiful. What an adventure.
Lovely day in Eucla, Western Australia. James, how'd you go?
It's a shithole.
Okay.
Last night was amazing. No, it was me. It was the finish. It was the power stroke.
Pretty sure I went well.
You did pretty well.
My best.
You look really good on camera.
Tell us about the 2010.
Oh yeah, mate, she wasn't as good as the 81. Better than the 95, but not as good as the 81.
I don't know what I've done. I pressed the front one, now it's doing that.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh. No, I just pushed that one again.
But the king John, top of his shopping list. Brown snakes are very common around here because we introduced European brown snakes can grow up to...
What if I just drop the battery out?
Hold that top one down.
No, I might delete something.
It doesn't usually hold the top one.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I pressed the front one.